Okay, let me lay it out for you so you understand the nature of this shocking love triangle. We begin with Jonathan Willett. He is the victim in this case. He is the one who was killed. He had a relationship with a woman, and together they had a child. That child was a son named Deviere. There he is, Deviere Willett. Okay, so Jonathan is with this woman, but then Jonathan splits from Deviere's mother, so he's no longer with her and has a relationship with Devyn Michaels. Now, Devyn Michaels, the defendant in this case, the former adult film actor, right? So she's out of the business now, but had been in the business for quite some time, making a lot of movies under different names. Okay, now, Jonathan and Devyn start a family. They have 2 daughters, 2 preteen daughters at this point. Now, they never got formally married to one another, which to me is a little surprising. You live in Vegas, just head down to the Elvis Chapel. Takes 5 minutes, right? But they didn't. They didn't get married, but they were sort of living as some form of a family, right? Mom, dad, and 2 little girls. Now, Jonathan was granted full custody of their 2 children, but in an attempt to stabilize their lives, the children's lives, Jonathan was in the process of moving in with Devyn Michaels at the time that he was killed. So they were living separately. He gets custody, but he's like, I'll move in. It'll be better for the girls. Now, at some point, and he was in the process of moving in when he was killed and when he died. But at some point before Jonathan was killed, okay? Before Jonathan was killed, Devyn got married to Jonathan's son, Deviere. You follow? I don't even know if it's a triangle anymore. I don't know if you can call it a triangle the way it's all playing out here. But Jonathan's son, Deviere, marries Devyn. I told you it was a little shocking. Now, the nature of the marriage. They said the marriage was out of convenience for insurance purposes, like health insurance or something. But it was revealed that, yes, indeed, this marriage was consummated. This marriage was, in fact, romantic. Okay, let's take a listen to Devyn Michaels explaining, and this is a police interview, and you're going to hear the audio, explaining the family situation to the detective. Now, if you were shocked by what we just went through here, I was shocked when I found this out. The detective is shocked as well. Take a listen.
So you guys have been off and on since when?
No, we're not off and on. We're just trying to make a family work. Like, we're not physically intimate or anything like that. We're just trying to, because the girls really want us with one house, yeah. And it saves on gas, so we're trying to make that.
So do you have a boyfriend or anything right now?
Yeah, I'm married.
You're married?
Yes, sir.
I was not told that information. I thought you guys...
I'm married, but... Okay.
We were told that you guys are possibly trying to get back together.
No, we're trying to get everyone in one house and be a family.
Oh, okay.
For the girls.
So, who are you married to?
I'm married to Deviere.
The son?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. So, Deviere, his son, and you are now married. How long have you been there?
Almost 2 years.
2 years.
And yeah, John knows.
Deviere took the stand. Let's hear him talk about the relationship with his wife and what his father knew or didn't know about this.
At some point prior to that, had he learned that you had actually married Nikki?
Yes, sir.
How was that conversation, or if you had a conversation about it?
He sent me a text message asking or saying, I don't know what you're doing. but it's not right. And I responded with half of what you know is true and the other half isn't.
So your dad clearly knew you were formally married.
Yes, sir.
Do you remember the date you got married?
No, sir.
Did you ever get divorced?
No, sir.
Is that something you would like to do?
After this, yes.
Okay. Once this trial is done?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, he referred to her as Nikki because Devyn has other names, you know, that she used when she was working in the business, and has, I think, 2 aliases that are completely different than the name that we're calling her now. So if you hear Nikki, Nikki and Devyn are the same person. Is that clear? Let's bring in the think tank. Joining us tonight, criminal defense attorney, legal analyst Carmen Rowe. Also with us, attorney Ali Benevento, and criminal defense attorney and lawyer Lori on TikTok, Lori Murray. Should we call it a love triangle, Carmen? What is it?
It's a lot, Vinny. And I got to tell you, I've been watching this trial on Court TV and I love it. I can't get enough of it. This is the funnest, includes everything you would ever want from a trial, a triangle, a love affair, a family, all of it.
Yeah. Ali, how would you describe what this arrangement is between Devyn, Jonathan, Deviere, the kids? I mean, I'm looking at it, and I believe that Devyn's daughters are also her sister-in-laws.
Mm-hmm. Dysfunctional is the word that I would use. And yeah, there's got to be a lot of confusion in that house about what to call the different family members because of the dynamic here. It's bizarre. It's Vegas, baby. I don't know.
Yeah, it's Vegas, but a man is decapitated, Lori. At the end of the
Yes.
day, decapitated. And I'm trying to...
he's decapitated.
I'm trying
and
to...
is missing.
Yeah. What I'm trying to understand, though, is what does the jury do with this? Like this relationship? Like, how do they process it? How do they use it to uncover what happened here and why it happened?
Well, I think the prosecution is going to do a great job. I don't think it's too difficult to understand. She was, she was involved with 2 different men of the same family, which kind of goes with her adult activities that provide her income. That I think the jury's not going to have a real hard time with this one. They're going to see this for what this is, especially when she's trying to blame the husband's son.
Yeah, but what is this? Like, do you think because she uses different names, she thinks she's different people? Is that possible? That's not possible, right, Carmen? I mean, I'm like, for her, because she's got children. Like, if there weren't children involved here, I would say, okay, whatever. It's all adults doing crazy adult things. She chose to have children with her husband's father.
Vinny, look, my take on this is that the jury's going to see what I see, which is she's a vixen. She's manipulative. And look, she's not only with these 2 men, based on the testimony I've seen, she was with these 2 men on the night of this incident, one way or the other. And so I think this jury's going to see her for the person she is, and that's a person that may very well be guilty. What's going to be interesting is to see how the other 2 men play into this situation. Was she so manipulative that she convinced her lover / husband / stepson to help her in this? Was this a self-defense situation? Is that what the defense is going to bring out? Because we know that she withdrew her plea because she has evidence of her innocence.
Yeah, well.
Can't wait to see what that is.
Great. Yeah, we're going to talk about that in a second. Let me
Yeah.
put this out. I want to put out what the prosecutor said in their opening statement and see if this makes sense. All right, the defendant splits from Jonathan. He has custody of their daughters. Devyn marries Deviere. The daughters struggle with custody arrangement, and the idea of living under one roof for the children is discussed. When Devyn realizes John is moving in, quote, the walls are closing in, and she makes the decision to kill him. August 7th, 2023, Jonathan discovers her son in his bed with face and neck missing. Jonathan's mother discovers her son in his bed with his face and neck missing. Officers arrive and find a bloody scene, chemical burns on the body, and clean decapitation. Jonathan's mother tells police the last person with Jonathan was Nikki, also known as Devyn Michaels. Surveillance video shows Devyn leaving the victim's residence at 2:04 a.m. Digital evidence rules out Deviere. Cell phone evidence corroborates that Deviere is at home while the phones of Devyn and John are traveling together. The defendant confesses to bashing John on the back of the head while giving him a massage. She refuses to acknowledge decapitating him. So when I look at the evidence here, the strength of the evidence, there's also this, Allie, this cleanup that's taking place, I think, or what? I don't understand the decapitation either. Like, I don't understand that.
I don't understand the decapitation in the context of her claiming, did I hear somebody say self-defense? I mean, you don't see decapitation in self-defense cases typically. It seems like that's the type of person that seems like that's the type of thing, that a person does with a lot of emotion or passion. There's a reason why that man's head was cut off. And I don't think that reason was self-defense. But then again, I'm not sitting in the trial.
Why? That's an important question, Lori. Why? Why at this moment
Honestly,
does she choose to do this?
The why is important, but also is the how. I mean, that takes a very strong person to decapitate somebody. The last person, if you remember, that we saw that did this was Taylor Schabusiness. Both of them seem to be a little bit crazy, but it takes some kind of superhuman strength for a woman, especially to make this kind of incision, especially if they're saying it's a clean cut, and then to clean up and take a trophy away from the scene, which is just baffling. Why? She left the body and took the head. It makes absolutely no sense.
All right. Think Tank staying with us all night. They're in on this.